Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Origins. I am a human noble, Aiden Kuzlin, warrior, and we are in the Red Cliff Tavern. And I just spoke to a self-confessed spy, and I sent him off to help with the protection of the village from the undead that are coming out at night. And, oh, there's a bunch more militiamen over here. Let's talk to Lloyd, the guy I was told not to trust by the mayor.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing.
I came to see Arl Eamon.
Well, you must have been mighty surprised. He's not exactly talkative these days, eh? Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out.
You coward.
What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Then be a coward if that's what you want.
Well, yes. I suppose that is what I want.
What do you know about what's happened here?
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come.
Why are you still open?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale.
Wow. Let's talk about something else.
Something else I can get for you?
Let's see what you have.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Well, not that we have much money at all. Let's see what I can get rid of. Deathroot extract. Well, we can always use these things. I'm going to see if I can coat everyone's blades. I forget if you can or not. If you can, that would be very, very helpful. Sell some of the things we're not using. Liliana does not need her old chantry robe. And that's about it. We really do not have much money. Let's see if he sells a backpack. Well, he sells some cheap ale here. Elf root. It's basically more potions. And well, you can make lesser injury kits, but well, these lesser health poultices. Yeah, I really don't have much money. I'm sure I'll find stuff. By the time I leave here, I'll probably have a lot more money than this, but this is pretty low. It's just enough to keep me going. Maybe I'll buy some... Oh, no, I have over 100 flasks, so I don't care right now. That's fine for now. That's about all I can do. Well, he's a very cowardly bartender, but maybe he can't fight worth it all. So let's talk to the...
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
Very attractive voice. What do you know about that elf in the corner? It's a little late now, but...
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit... creepy.
So how has business been? So how has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
A pretty girl like you should be able to do better.
Oh, you think I'm pretty, do you?
Oh, I have no money. Pretty enough that it'd help you leave if you wanted to.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
I'll take a kiss and maybe a smile.
You're a rare one, you are, making me laugh with this blackness hanging over our heads. I tell you what, sweetie. You make it through the night and you'll get your kiss. Make her bless you. I'll kiss every man in the village if we survive.
Hurrah! 3 cheers for Bella!
Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
I should go.
Keep safe.
I can't believe this bartender. Oh, what does this say? There's some graffiti here. I guess I have to click on this. It says, "Don't eat the cheese," scratched into the bar of Redcliffe's Tavern. Alright. The militiamen.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than an tea from the hall.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
Better you should be drunk for the upcoming battle?
I was drunk for the last 2 fights, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If you fought those things, you'd know.
Lloyd is charging us for coin we don't even got anymore. Nobody's working right now. We're all just trying to survive.
Ah, what difference does it make? He won't care.
I got a quest update. Convince the barkeep to give the militia free drinks. You've learned that the Redcliffe militia is unhappy because they have to pay for drinks. The men do not have much coin and they face the prospect of a gory death. Ale is their only comfort. Perhaps you could arrange for the militia to get the drinks for free. So we also need to get that dwarf and talk to Sir Perth the knight. We need to also look for Bevan, the boy. The Caitlin, a young woman who lives in Redcliffe, is afraid for her brother Bevan. Her mother was dragged off by the creatures from the castle, and now Bevan has run off. Caitlin doesn't know where he is, and she has failed to find him. You told Caitlin you would search for Bevan. And then there's Lost in the Castle. You find Valena. You told Owen that you would try to find his daughter, Valena. She served the Arlessa Isold, and Owen has not heard from her since the trouble in the Redcliffe started. Owen believes she is still in the castle. There's also another thing I wanted to check while we're here. Shouldn't be premium content. Blackstone regulars. Scraping the barrel. Okay, there's somebody named Colonel Garrison in Redcliffe. And so we gotta look for this Colonel Garrison. How about dereliction of duty? Lake Callan had. I don't think that's here. I think that's at the docks. Yeah, so it's not here, but we have to find this Colonel Garrison guy. I think I know where he might
Hey, what can Lloyd get you?
be. I hear you're charging the militia for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Think of the goodwill you'll earn.
Goodwill? Pah, I prefer the good gold, that's what.
Their money won't help you if you're dead.
Hey, there's no need for that kind of talk. That's murder.
What the heck did I must have failed that persuasion. Would anyone miss you?
Hey, look, see, 80 silvers. I could pay you to protect me. There's no need for any unpleasantness.
I didn't mean to go that far with that. I prefer you join the militia. Keep your filthy money, I don't want it.
I Thank you, my lord. Most kind of you.
What? I must have failed that.
And, have a nice day.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I failed that coercion attempt, the persuade attempt. Let's see if I can do it again.
Yes? You needed something else?
Here you're charging militia for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
It's not even coming up now. I suppose not.
Something else I can get for you? And, have a nice day.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I think that before I've put in more skill into persuasion, so I did fail that. I don't think I've really failed too many of those. That's very rare, actually. He's such a greedy guy that takes a very high persuasion score to overcome that. Alright, so I don't want to... let's see, there's the knights up here, I guess by the windmill, he said. And who's this? There's a door here. It's a house. Ooh, I don't think I'd want to live right here. These rickety old wooden houses. Kind of scary if the house sways back and forth when you walk along it.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
And I'll see myself to your belongings. A new book. And a chest. Hopefully should be able to open this one up. Insufficient skill. We're real winners in this video, aren't we? Well, we got the guy. You can always come back when I, like as soon as as Liliana levels up her skill, I'll be able to put more into lockpicking.
You truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
I take it Morgan is a cynic. Not sure. Okay, here we go. Here, Sir Perth, you must be him.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
That would be proper. I am a turned son.
Very well then, my lord. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
You mentioned something about an urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Jarl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Arl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
So no one can find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
What about the tavern?
A fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
I just had some ideas there. I might go back to the tavern. You mentioned something about an urn. I already talked to him about that. Tell me what's happened here.
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop. And I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the quest for the sacred urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan.
I know all this.
The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out into Vin.
We
Sorry about that.
volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are as you wish.
Okay, is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
Okay, so the knights are ready to defend. Well, if I couldn't convince Lloyd myself, it's possible that...
it's sort of like coming
Very well.
home again, but with more undead.
It's sort of like coming home again. Holy crap, that's an enormous castle.
The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your...
There must be thousands of people there. More people in the castle than the village. Oh, another landmark tree.
It has begun.
It's unremarkable, and Andraste's Grace.
As you say.
It's a very pretty flower. Okay, so the knights are fine. There's some barricades here. So I think to the left is where we came into the village, and to the right is going to the castle. Now let's... I'm going to have another go at Lloyd, but indirectly. See if either the barkeep... No, he's the barkeep. I don't know what to call her. Waitress, tavern wench, whatever. Yeah, wench. It's not really something that's very nice. It's not very politically correct, though, but... Not that I go for such thing. She's a tavern wench.
Hello again, sweetie. Nice to see you're still safe.
So how's business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd, I take it?
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
I could talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
How about a raise then?
I'd like that. And maybe we could talk after the battle tonight. If we're still here, that is.
I should go.
Keep safe.
Oh yeah, she was of no help. Wonder why they're standing there already.
I hope your helping makes a difference. It'd be a shame you coming here and dying on the same night.
Oh, that sounded weird.
That's mighty kind of you to help us.
I can't do anything. Yeah, I failed the, damn it. Well, I tried as best I could. What I usually do is, see, this time when I started playing, I put all my skill into just combat, and it really wasn't necessary. I could probably at this point get along fine just with improved combat training. It allows me to have a second tier, and I'm not even touching third tier yet. I probably could have gotten away with expert combat training and then put the other skill point into expert coercion. So, and that's where I fell short here. But anyways, it would have been a nice boost for the morale of the villagers, especially the militia, which is basically every man that's capable of wielding a weapon, except for Lloyd. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to call the video here, and more to come.